Something remarkable happened in Silicon Valley on July 24th. Microsoft, NVIDIA, Meta, and a broad coalition of technology companies declared that open-weight artificial intelligence is essential to American leadership. Satya Nadella called it necessary for a healthy ecosystem. Mark Zuckerberg praised openness for empowering people and preventing centralization. Elon Musk gave the campaign his full support. This sounds like an ideological awakening. It is not. It is a strategic reaction to a market suddenly threatened by China. Open-weight models can be downloaded, modified, and operated privately. They reproduce dependence on expensive corporate APIs, weaken vendor lock-in, and allow businesses to keep sensitive data on their own infrastructure. That is excellent for users, but deeply uncomfortable for companies whose future profits depend on renting intelligence by the token. The immediate pressure is Moonshot AI's Kimi K3. On July 22nd, White House technology advisor Michael Kratsios accused Moonshot of covertly distilling Anthropic's Fable model using multiple access routes to avoid detection. Anthropic had earlier alleged that Moonshot generated millions of exchanges through fraudulent accounts. These are serious accusations. Industrial-scale extraction, if proven, is not innocent research. Theft should not be romanticized merely because the final product is open. But national security language can also become camouflage for commercial protectionism. OpenAI and Anthropic have reportedly urged Washington to scrutinize powerful Chinese open models. Their security concerns may be genuine, yet their economic interests are impossible to ignore. A cheap, capable model that companies can host themselves directly attacks the closed model business: subscription revenue, API fees, valuable customer workloads, and long-term dependence. Still, saying this is simply a conspiracy by OpenAI and Anthropic is too convenient. OpenAI initially stayed outside the coalition, but later signed the letter. Anthropic remains absent. Meanwhile, the open-weight champions are hardly selfless revolutionaries. NVIDIA wants more models because more models require more chips. Microsoft wants them running on Azure. Meta benefits when the model layer becomes cheaper because its real empire lies in platforms, advertising, and distribution. Their openness is principled, but it is also profitable. That does not make the argument wrong. Capitalism often produces public benefits through private incentives. The danger begins when either camp pretends its business model is identical to the national interest. America should not ban Chinese open-weight models merely because they outperform expectations or threaten domestic margins. Nor should it ignore espionage, hidden data collection, manipulated benchmarks, or military risks. The sensible approach is targeted. Punish demonstrable theft, require transparent security testing, protect government systems, disclose training and data practices, and invest aggressively in competitive American open models. There is a geopolitical reality. Countries across Asia, Africa, and Latin America will adopt whichever models are affordable, customizable, and available. If Washington restricts openness at home, it will not stop diffusion. It will let Beijing define its standards. The worst outcome would be a protected American cartel selling closed intelligence at premium prices while China supplies the rest of the world with adaptable alternatives. That would not preserve American leadership. It would surrender the global developer ecosystem. The real contest is not open versus closed. Both will exist. The contest is whether openness becomes a source of distributed innovation or an excuse for uncontrolled extraction, and whether security becomes genuine protection or a weapon used by incumbents against competition. Washington must resist both forms of manipulation. Open models need rules, but closed companies need competition. Intellectual property deserves protection, but no corporation deserves protection from technological disruption. The future of AI should not be locked behind closed systems, Chinese or American. It should be contestable, inspectable, and governed by evidence rather than corporate fear.